Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Rusty Autoholic guy where you see every single nut and bolt that I work on. Now, I have not worked on Project Moku in a very long time. Truth be told, it's just been sitting here. I've had more carburetor issues than I care to admit. And the whole diesel swap thing, I failed. It has failed spectacularly. And we'll go into details later, but today is going to be a new life for that Jeep. And it's all going to start with this. Right here. We're going to take the parts I had originally put on that CJ5 and put it on the Wrangler. This was the Jeep that I built before I started this channel. Okay guys, this is Jacob. Now, kind of the weird story behind this. Before I started this channel, I built a 1978 CJ5. I put EFI on it, I redid everything on it, fixed the frame, brand new wiring harness.
It's really nice. Brand
new dash, digital gauges. I went through it. The downside to a CJ5 is I'm 6'5". I don't really fit. I mean, fun Jeep, 3-speed manual, so hey, I can drive a stick shift. But I was just too tall. I mean, you saw me get in and out of it. It was
I'm far more average in height. I'm 5'10".
Yeah, so he's actually the height I wish I was, oddly enough. But that's a story for another day. The weird thing is there are some people you meet in your life where, you know, you're just selling a vehicle, and that was two and a half years ago.
Easy, yeah.
And when he came to buy it, we went wheeling in it just to show him what it could do. And then we just talked and talked and talked and talked. And then we kept texting, and then we would meet up because I'd be like, oh, hey, I found some more CJ5 parts. I have no use for them. Why don't you come get them? And he was like, cool.
Yeah.
And instead of just coming and picking up parts for 5 minutes and going, hey, yeah, thanks, the Jeep's great, I'll see ya, we'd end up talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and it's 2.5 years later. So here's what's going on with this. I know I said I would swap a diesel in this for $5,000, and I have not been able to find a diesel. Literally, like, at all. Or the diesel engines I find, the adapters are through the roof. Thank you, everyone that has a TDI, because TDI engines are cheap. The adapters are like $2,000.
Yeah.
And I've spent $2,500 on this junk. So, here's the current plan. That CJ5 I sold Jacob, I fixed the frame. The frame is now rusting out in other areas.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me when I got it, there was really bad rust in the body that was hid by Bondo.
Bad. Not just Bondo. He took galvanized signs and plated the whole body with them.
Yeah.
And put Bondo over that. It's some of the weirdest redneckery I've ever seen in my life, but I mean, it's an awesome Jeep.
I didn't know it, you know. So, I have made a deal with Jacob. This is now going to be his Jeep because his first Jeep
was a YJ.
And it's sitting here. And it's not getting in use. And for as nice as it is with everything working, the oil pressure did come up. So it does have fantastic oil pressure. And the freaking AC system works. Like, this thing has air conditioning.
Everything. It's got pretty much everything. It's awesome.
So, kind of had the thought, wait a second, this is a 4.2 liter. The engine in that CJ5 I had built all those years ago is a 4.2 liter. It's got an Offenheiser intake, new exhaust, and FiTech EFI. So the current plan is, today we're going to start working on the brake booster. We know the brake booster leaks on this. And yes, I know that's not going to help with our carb situation. But the intake on this 4.2 liter is so garbage.
Garbage.
Like,
and I'm sure everybody else who's ever owned one can attest to that.
Computer controlled carburetor.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to just scrap it. So the plan now for Project Moku, it's going to stay on the channel. It's his, it's mine. It's going to be titled in his name. But all the work is going to be done on the channel. And eventually someday, I think we are going to put a diesel in it. So that is still going to happen.
That would be a nice eventuality.
But for now, in the interest of, you know, the CJ5 is rusting apart. This thing is mint.
Yeah.
And we're basically going to combine the best of both worlds. This top is not staying on it. This is a 2-piece hardtop for a CJ7. I was told it would fit a Wrangler. It doesn't. Like, it's literally just resting here. It's not bolted. So if anyone wants a CJ7 2-piece hardtop, send me a message. But anyway, so the plan now for Project Moku is fix the brake booster, get rid of the computer-controlled intake and carb, and we're going to put a modern 4-barrel EFI system on this thing and see how it does. We're still going to have AC, but now you're going to have power steering and power brakes because...
heat.
Oh, and heat. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bob doesn't have heat.
No, it does.
Well,
I just never hooked up the controls.
Yeah. No controls.
So, we've got to find a top. Well, no, we might have found a hardtop for this. We just have to go pick it up.
Yeah.
So,
$500. Great.
Yeah, that's great. And it's gray.
Yes.
So, it'll match.
Sweet.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and set up time lapse and we're going to start taking apart everything. Okay, guys, we actually got a lot done in a short amount of time. Somehow we got all the bolts out of the head for the exhaust and manifold without breaking anything. But we did spray PB Blaster on it like 2-3 days ago.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all. Though, hey, PB Blaster, gladly. But no. So right now the only thing holding on the intake is actually the power steering pump. We'll get that taken care of. We got the brake booster out. We did not record the inside of it. We looked into doing it. The camera angles were going to be so extreme and it was so dark that it's one bolt that holds it in.
Yeah. And you can see where it is if you just look right up in there. I've never done it before and I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah. So everything's actually coming off fairly quickly. The only thing that's giving us a problem are the old air pipes, and we're not running them. We actually thought this was going to fight us a lot longer. I think we've only been working on this an hour?
Maybe
yeah.
An hour.
So yeah. We'll be getting back to it very soon. We're going to take this off, clean it up first, and then we're going to start trying to graft over the EFI stuff out of the CJ5. So anyway, leave a comment down below. Get this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, you know what to do. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. If you have, as always, thank you, and we'll see you in another video very soon. Screw up. Bye.